First things first, Dak Prescott gets a massive payday, 4 years, $160 million. Does this mean the Cowboys
Oh,
are going to the Super Bowl, Gabe?
no, say that one more time. Say that one
4
more
years,
time.
$160 million, $160 million. 40 million guaranteed this year. Are the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl game?
Hell no, they're not going to the damn Super Bowl.
No,
Not in
I
that
heard,
trashy ass conference. You kidding me?
no.
and yeah, that is
Listen,
true.
bro. All right, there's a lot to talk about with this man getting paid, which I have nothing against it. He earned it, I guess. I mean, make your money to the owners, whoever who paid him. That's on you guys with
Jerry
whatever
Jones.
whatever production you get out of him coming off a season. People felt like it was well earned, right? They earned his way. He made his money. He fought for that contract. But I mean, numbers don't lie, games don't lie, wins don't lie. What do you guys think, bro? Like, did he finessed? He finessed hard, right?
I don't know because that
I
motherfucker's
mean,
about to roll his ass out in his peg leg next year. So I hope the $40 million is worth it. That must be one good ass fucking mechanical leg he's about to have,
well, I mean, I think it
or that
speaks
he
to
has.
who's available out there. Like who are the premier top
No,
quarterbacks
they
in
had
the
to do
league?
it. I
Yeah, I mean,
it
you got to
doesn't.
secure in that conference just because it's a weaker conference and nobody expected much out of
For
that.
sure, it's one of the
By the
worst in the
way,
NFL, that
yeah,
conference.
yeah. And you asked me about the Cowboys. Everybody's talking about, or people are. I've heard people say the Redskins are going to be, or the football team. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm
Wow, Gabe,
2000.
come on,
Wow.
I'm so
dude.
so
Listen,
Wow,
we're
2011.
months
I'm
past
sorry.
that.
Excuse
wow,
me.
you
Washington
Excuse me.
football.
I
bigot.
didn't listen.
God,
Listen. I'm gonna go the cultural sensitivity training tomorrow,
call
and
HR,
I'm
man.
talk. But as far, I mean, the Cowboys had to do it, right? They had to secure a quarterback. I don't think there's much on the market. I mean, it's gonna be tough, especially him coming off injury like that. That I mean, I'm not gonna hate, man. Man got paid, and
Yeah,
he has put in the work. We'll see how he bounces back as far as his physical ability.
I mean, yeah, like I said, I'm not here to hate as well, right? I guess he's earned his way, but again, like the win percentage, the playoff runs he's had, I don't think money's gonna help his productivity. I don't think because he got paid now that he's just gonna come back and be a Super Bowl contender. That's
Yeah.
No, that team's
Also,
you
trash.
know, yeah, the team overall, the team we've seen him this last season, right? It's not just with the quarterback; it's everywhere, offense, defense,
Their
play
defense is god
calling.
awful. Their secondary is like one of the worst in the league. They have
What I
literally
gotta say is
nobody
like
back there.
he's coming off an injury. He's getting all this money. I hope they have enough money to help him out with an O line so that he, God forbid, he doesn't get re-injured again. Just you need some protection out there. Otherwise, what's the point of paying your quarterback if you're gonna have him, you know, at risk every snap of the game? Like it really doesn't make sense to me. So I hope they follow up and they have enough money to get him some help, bro. Help the man. Protect him
yeah,
at least. Protect
a,
your quarterback.
Yeah,
a
I
lot
mean,
of times with
I was gonna say a lot of people think that Jerry Jones, because everybody thinks he's like kind of the lead, like owner out of everybody, because obviously he's the biggest name. He's like been
the most
around for a
meddling.
long time. Yeah. And a lot of people, he's heavily involved in like the TV deals, and especially this big TV deal that's supposed to come up. So a lot of people think he might have this insider info. So it's like, all right, he kind of has an idea like what to expect and what to pay him. I didn't think it was a terrible idea to pay him. I like the length. I like 4 years. I think that's solid. I don't think it locks the Cowboys in for too long. He's going to get a shit ton of money this year. I believe 40 million. Well, 40 million over 4 years. But I think this year is guaranteed. I want to say his first year is the most. I'm not entirely sure, but I want to say that's the case. And like I said, that team has nobody on there. I mean, CD Lamb was a pleasant surprise. He actually played all right. I think he's going to end up being pretty good. Ezekiel Elliott is grossly overpaid, and he's not living up to production whatsoever. Their
Yeah, that was
offensive
my
line
boy,
is
man.
their offensive line is really good, but their defense is then just god awful on all levels, all three levels. And
Listen, if Zeke can
I,
have a turnaround season, and they have their quarterback, they'll take a lot of the pressure off him because obviously they didn't have nobody. They heavily relied on him, even though the production wasn't there. He fumbled more than he should have. He didn't really gain much yards. But again, that O line not opening up gaps, doing anything for them. You know what I mean? So I could see both sides. I don't know. Hopefully he has a comeback season. I had him on my fantasy, not just because I had him on my fantasy, but I was, watching every game more carefully with him now because I had him on my fantasy. So I was kind of like, seeing his production. It was a rough season, obviously, for the Cowboys.
Well, I think it's good for both of them too, because I think so. NFL announced that, so even though with the decrease from 198 in the salary cap down to 182, which is pretty big jump, I believe 7%. They said, I don't know the exact numbers, but they're saying that they're projecting by 2024 or 2025 that the salary cap's going to go up to $250. I keep on saying dollars, millions, and 250 million.
You telling us
So
what you got in your savings?
yeah,
$250.
yeah, that's it. 250 million. So by the time of the end of his 4 years, I think there was another reason why Dak and his agent is like, well, if Dak can prove himself with his next 4 years and be pretty good, then he can get even a fatter contract by the end of his next one. And with the rate that quarterbacks are getting paid, it's going to blow up. And we'll see what that. I think that team needs a lot more pieces, especially on defense. Because honestly, I don't even have them favorite coming out of the division, and the division's trash. I think Washington might take it again, and if the Giants can shore up some stuff, the Giants might be able to take it. I don't see Philly
they
doing
made a
anything.
run for the end of the season. Don't sleep on the Giants. They're always the favorite at 8-8, bro, and they find a way to get.
Washington's the better team, though. The only reason why their record was even that bad was because they didn't have a quarterback. Because I mean, they had a half decent quarterback with Alex Smith, and they went 5-1.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't disrespect Alex Smith like that.
Well, he's cut now. Right? No, I respect Alex Smith. I love Alex Smith. I've always been a huge fan of Alex Smith. And I hope he comes here now that he's cut, comes reunite with Urban Meyer, the same man that turned him into the #1 overall pick coming out of Utah.